What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a sketch illustration of Rayquaza. Let's begin by blocking out the basic shape of the character. Now I use a side grip using the flat edge of my pencil. Let's go to the very top of our page and sketch out a circle. Starting from the very top in the middle. It's going to work our way around the left side. And then down towards the bottom. And then lightly work our way around the right side. And now we're going to lay out the shape of the body. Let's start from the top of that circle on the left side. Just going to curve the body going out towards the left. Round this out and then pull that back in towards the middle. Now it's going to curl this back around on itself. Curving around the right side and down towards the bottom. Round out the bottom. Now it's going to pull that back in over that line and then bend that down towards the right. And at the end, we're just going to curl this down and then out. Let's give the body some thickness. We're going to start from the bottom of the circle, curve out. I'm just going to follow this curve, going all the way around towards the right, and down towards the bottom. I'm just going to pull this back around. Just trying to leave an even space gap all across the body. I'm going to go a little bit narrower as we come back up towards the top. It's going to go through the body, over towards the right, come down the side. Now it's going to blend in towards the bottom tip of the tail, just bending that out. Let's go back and erase the lines inside the center of the body. Let's go back up to the top circle and start blocking out the head. Starting from the left side of the circle, we're going to angle up and out. Just going to extend this past the side of the circle. Go back over towards the left, curve the mouth coming out and then down. And then from that same point, draw a straight line going out. And we'll curve this out and up towards the top right. Come back down, curve out, and then down towards the bottom of the mouth. Let's block out the lower jaw. From that point, draw a short line coming in, curve up and across towards the left. Let's go back up to that top point, step in, curve the beak coming across and then down. Round out the side going up. And then from here we're going to come down and bend that up towards the top of the circle. Let's place the eye in the center of the head, starting on the outside. I'm just going to curve up and then down on the inside. Then from the left side, we're going to step in, curve the eye coming down, and then back up, leaving a little overlap on the left and right side. And then we'll add a small circle on the left side of the eye for the iris. And place a small dot in the center for the pupil. And then we'll lightly shade in the inside of the eye, working our way around the iris. Let's go to the top left side of the head and draw in the fin. Start with a straight angled line going up and out. Come down and in. It's going to go up and then bend that back down towards the side of the head. Now the second fin is going to get tucked in behind the head. Let's start from the top point, angle up and out with a short line, and come back down and in. Now there's a spike that comes down from the lower jaw. From the corner of the mouth, we're going to step down, and sketch out a small circle, and from the center of that circle, angle down and out. And then from the top and bottom of that circle, we're just going to angle down towards that outside point. Now the spike on the back is going to come out from underneath the jaw. So let's start down here. Start with a short angled line, and then taper that back up underneath the head. Now we're going to go back and add those sections inside the body. Let's start from the top here. I'm just going to curve this across, and then down towards the bottom. And then we'll move down and draw that again, going across and then down. Let's add another section along the bottom, starting up here, curve out towards the left, and back over, move over towards the left, and draw that again. Let's add a section on the top left side, starting from the outside, curve up and then down, step up, and draw that again. And then add the edge of one last section on the outside, coming down and then in behind the body. Now we're going to go back down and add the fins along the bottom of the tail. From the tip, we're going to step up, angle down, go up towards the top, angle up and out. And then from the ends, curve around and then back in towards the side of the tail. Go to the right side, curve in and then up. Now we're going to move back up to this top section and add in the arms. Starting from the left side, start with a circle. And then from the center of the circle, angle down and out towards the left, angle up and out. Let's add a small circle on the end of that line. Let's go to the outside of the body, angle down and out towards the elbow, go up towards the top, towards the wrist, and then we'll draw that same size circle on the end. Now we want to go back and add some fins along each of these sections. Let's start from the bottom. From here we're going to step in, angle down, go to the bottom, step up, go across, connect the ends with a straight line. Let's add some fins along the bottom. From the ends we're going to step in, angle up and in, close off the top with a straight line. Now we're going to do the same thing along the bottom. Stepping in, angle down, and close off the bottom. Let's add a fin across the center. Starting on the left, draw a straight line going across. Then from the left side, angle down and out with a short line. Come back in. I'm just going to pull this up towards that top line. Let's add some fins along the top. Starting from here, step down, angle down and out, step up, and then close off the end. And then we'll do the same thing on the inside. And I'll add another fin on the left side. Starting from the top, draw a straight angled line coming down towards the bottom. And from the top, angle up, come down with an angled line, and then pull that back in toward that center line. And then we'll add one more fin on the back side of the tail. From here we're going to step up, go straight up, angle up and in, and then come down in behind the body. Now we want to go back and add some thickness to the arm. Let's start from this point, draw a small circle, going all the way around. And then we'll work our way around the outside of that center line. Come down, and then up towards the hand. Do the same thing along the bottom. We're also going to trace the outside of the right arm. Now I'm going to go back to the left side and draw on the claws. Let's start from the top left of that circle. Draw a half oval, going up and then back in. And then on the sides, do that again. Coming around, and then along the inside. Let's do the same thing on the right arm, starting with the top, and then along the sides. And now we're going to go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now that we have a clean drawing, we're going to go back and add a second level of detail. Let's start with that stripe along the top back. Starting from the top left, angle down and in. I'm just going to follow the curve of the body going around, and then back in towards the top of that top section. Let's carry this line going all the way around and then back in. Just following the same curve of the body, going all the way around towards the bottom. Let's continue this curve over on the left side. Go out and then up on the left side. And then we'll add those sections in the center of the body. Starting from the top of the arm, go across with a straight line, and go up and out. Then from that bottom point, curve out and then down. Now we're going to draw two ovals along that center line. Starting from the top, I'm just going to go all the way around. It's okay if we extend this past the side of the body. Do the same thing along the bottom. Let's add another one on the left side. Just going around and up. Same thing along the top. And then we'll add a half oval on the end of the tail. Just going around and then back in. Once we're happy with the proportions and the shape of our character, we're going to go in with the tip of our pencil and start adding some details. Let's start with the eyes. Just tracing the contour of the eye. And then we'll fill the inside of the eye. Now we're just adding a little bit more shape to the top edge of the mouth. Just adding a couple fangs along the top. And I want these sections to be a little bit wider than the body. So I'm just going to extend this out past the sides. And going back and just tracing out the fingers and adding the claw along the end. Going up and doing the same thing on the right side. And now we're going back and just tracing the outside of those stripes. And also tracing out the outside of those ovals. And as well as the inside. Going back to that top section, I'm just going to trace around the shoulder area. And going back and darkening up that inside within that top section of the body. Now that we've finished tracing out the contours of our drawing, we want to give the illusion of shape and form by adding some shadows. Now we can imagine that the light's coming from the top left of our page across our character, so the shadows are going to sit along the bottom edge of our drawing. Let's start with the inside edge of the mouth. Just using the side edge of our pencil. Just going to darken up the inside of the mouth. And then going back with the tip of our pencil and just tightening that up. And adding some shadow to the tongue. We're going to start off a little bit darker along the back of the tongue, and then just fade that out as we come down. Now adding some shadow to the bottom areas of our drawing. Then going from the bottom and working our way up. And as we get near the end of our drawing, I'm going to tighten up my lines and add a little bit more shadow, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Rayquaza. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.